Hi guys, John here from LookSmart Home Inspections right here in New Jersey, and I want to talk to you guys today about freshly painted basement floor slabs and freshly painted basement foundation walls. So as home inspectors, we don't really like to see freshly painted basement walls or basement slabs because basically that paint can hide defects and problems as we look at the house. So what I find is that some real estate agents tell the client that, hey, you know what? This is an old basement. We want to make sure that it looks good for the sale of the house. You should paint the walls and paint the floor. And I'm talking about an unfinished basement, right? And so as a home inspector, I go in there and everything is just brand new. Brand new paint on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling, like brand new foundation paint. Now, the things that I would want to be looking at, water stains, efflorescence, cracking, deterioration, stuff like that, I can't really see because we have a freshly coated paint. So those 30 or 40 years of how that foundation is reacting and how things are going on in the house now has been covered up with new paint. And we don't really like to see that because it kind of gives us it's not giving us a real look at what's going on. It's not telling us the story that the house needs to tell us, or the foundation needs to tell us, or the floor slab needs to tell us. More so with the foundation than the floor, but the floor is also important because we can hide cracking, it can hide efflorescence, it can hide issues with the floor that we would normally be able to see. So if you're thinking about selling your home, you may want to think twice about putting fresh paint on the walls and the foundation. It's just something that kind of can give the buyer and the home inspector just some pause, right? Because it kind of puts in the buyer's mind, like, what are they hiding? What are they trying to hide? And a lot of times this paint will be hydraulic paint like Drylok. And Drylok has its own set of problems, but we won't get into, great detail. But if you paint a hydraulic paint on interior foundation walls that have a water seepage problem, that is just a band-aid. That water is still going to seep in, and over time that hydraulic paint is going to fail, and it's going to bubble, and it's going to get mold growth. And that's really, really problematic. And what that hydraulic paint can also do is it can put moisture in, it can hold moisture in the basement foundation walls, contributing to longer term problems down the line. So keep your eyes open for this kind of thing. Talk to your home inspector about it. Look for these issues in basements.